Hi, health teachers. I'm really excited to share this communication learning experience with you. It is a comic-inspired activity book for students that they can work with or through as a class with you in pairs or in small groups using a video series. And hopefully it gets them excited about communication skills because they'll be learning 3 ways to be well-liked and get what they want. It begins by just explaining what an essential role communication skills play in our health and well-being, and tells students they're going to learn these 3 steps to become a master communicator. They're going to learn to be assertive, to show empathy, and to stay true to themselves. To complete the challenge, they have to level up 6 times. So there's 6 levels that they have to complete to finish the challenge. Now, you may choose to have everyone start at level 1 and do this as a whole class, or you may have students work in pairs, independently, or in groups and choose the level they want to enter at, knowing that if they can't beat that level, they'll have to level down to remediate. So in level 1, they're going to learn the basics of empathy, assertive communication, and refusal skills before being prompted to test their knowledge. If they're using the digital packet, they'll be prompted to click here. Otherwise, in their printable packet, they can answer the questions right on their sheet. So they can click here, which will take them into a self-checking Google form, and they can work through the same questions that you would see on the printable packet. When they're successful at that, they are going to power up to the next level. So in level 2, they're going to observe others, because observing others can help us know what to imitate and what to avoid to do well. Again, in this comic-inspired activity booklet, they can read through the comic themselves and see the changes that are made to make this a more effective conversation, or they can follow along with the video series, which will explain it to them. This is just a level of observation. So once they've gone through this initial conversation, they're going to level up to level 3, where they're going to analyze the strengths of an additional conversation and try and make some improvements to help these people be a little more effective. Again, in this comic-inspired activity, students will be asked what the characters are doing well. We're going to analyze their strengths, and again, they're going to be prompted to click to this self-checking Google form where they can answer questions related to what they've previously learned. The hope is that the repetition makes each skill very clear in the students' minds so that as they level up, they'll be better able to demonstrate the skills themselves. So in level 4, they're going to use a partially scripted model and try and finish the script. So it's getting progressively harder. Again, in their printable copy, there will be a place for them to write their responses, or they can go right in through the digital packet, again, to this digital form. This one is more open-ended because we're leveling up. So it's asking what the character could say in this situation, and it's an open-ended question where the student can type in that response. Once they successfully complete level 4, they move up to level 5. Now in level 5, they have to design their own script, creating their own role play to demonstrate the skills that they've learned so far, namely being assertive, showing empathy, and using effective refusal skills. This time they'll be prompted to click into a Google slideshow. They'll make a copy for themselves, and they will develop their script right here in this digital activity. Again, there's a printable version they could use if that's the option you choose for your students. And the final level is unscripted, right? This is where they're actually going to own it. So in level 6, students are going to ad-lib a role play based on one of the previous scenarios or a scenario they make on their own, and explain that ad-libbing means they don't have a script. So this is a really authentic way to assess if they have the skills. You can do this ad-libbed role play with individual students at your desk or in the hallway, Or you might try a role play relay in which you create 2 single file lines of students facing each other. The first person in line begins the conversation and then rotates to the end of the line, allowing each person to participate in the role play. Or students can find a partner to perform their role play in front of another pair, get some feedback, and then record their role play to share with you. They're going to be prompted to use this checklist to make sure that they've kept everyone safe and healthy, that the characters were assertive, used effective refusal skills, and showed empathy to one another. And if they can meet all the demands of these 6 challenges, then they will have won the game, having become master communicators who are able to be assertive, show empathy, and stay true to themselves. I hope this interactive communication skills learning experience goes well in your classroom. Have a great day.